Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Elizabethtown High School, your Charlie Rollins Memorial Gymnasium for tonight's 17th District boys basketball action. Now going to turn it over to our PA announcer for tonight's starting lineups.
On your feet, let's meet your Elizabethtown Panthers. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 14, Cam Sherrod. At guard, 5'7" sophomore, number 22, Kaya Sherrod. At guard, 6'1" sophomore, number 2, Jaquias Franklin. At one forward, 6'2" sophomore, number 23, Camden Williams. And at center, a 6'1" junior, number 44, Miles Fields.
So there we have our starting lineups again for the North Hardin Trojans, coming in with a 5-11 record under Coach Mike Kofer. It's Jalen Sharps, Quayshawn Davis, Eric Moore, Nasir Johnson, and Josh Moore. For the Elizabethtown Panthers, coming in with a 7-6 record under Coach James Hare. Starters are Jaquias Franklin, Cam Sherrard, Kaya Sherrard, Camden Williams, and Miles Fields. It will be Josh Moore and Camden Williams at midcourt to tip. E-Town will control the opening tip. North Hardin will go to a man-to-man, a 2-3 zone. Both Kaya and Cam Sherrard can bring the ball at the point and run point for the Panthers, along with Jaquias Franklin. Franklin from the corner, off the iron. Ball knocked around. Camden Williams gets it, and he puts it in the bucket. Don't adjust your TVs underneath that goal down on this end. There are some lights that are out. It's a little bit dim right at the bucket. And on the other end, it's Josh Moore ties it up. Good pass from Nasir Johnson to get him into the open. North now with the press. Camden Williams inside, up off the glass, and he's got 4 quick points for the Panthers. E-Town going with a man-to-man press. That goes off the Trojans and will go over to Elizabethtown. Cam Sherrard, now to be Kaya Sherrard, to send it in. Franklin from the corner, 3 on the way, it's good. Minute 10 into the ball game, 7-2. With E-Town on top and a steal by the Panthers. Fields now with the ball. He'll get tied up, and that'll go over to the Trojans. That will allow E-Town to set up their press. Sharps gets it up to midcourt, off to Josh Moore, up and under, no good. Ball knocked around. Sharps gets the offensive rebound. Davis now with it. Blows past the defender. Quayshawn Davis gets his name into the scoring column. Good pass from Sherrard down to Fields. An easy bucket as no one rotates back for the Trojans. Eric Moore brings it up the court for North Hardin. Davis going to go baseline. It's going to be a foul, and there will be a charge on Davis as it was Miles Fields under the basket. Davis came down. It looks like he hit the back of his head. It'll be his first, team's first.
Quayshawn Davis still down on the floor. He's going to need attention. He did land on his shoulder first, but his head bounced pretty hard off the hardwood.
Joined tonight by Coach Paul Gray. And Coach Gray, you have a play like that, player goes down early on in the ball game. What do you do as a coach to kind of get your team together to kind of tell them, okay, we're going to get past this? And as we see now, actually coming to his feet and going to walk off on his own power. But injuries early in the ball game, how does a coach deal with that?
Well, if it's something that's an extended injury where it takes a while, that's really hard because you're concerned about the player on the floor. But again, you lose a lot of momentum for what you're doing. But I think with that kind of a quick turnaround like that, Kashawn looks like he's going to be fine down at the other end of the bench. Trainer's going to look at him, but I don't think it'll be a big challenge for them to keep this thing going. Not a big break in the momentum.
Trey Lane checks in for the Trojans. 2-2-1 press set up by North Hardin. Good passing around. Cam Sherrard for three off the iron. Eric Moore gets the rebound for the Trojans. So the other end's going to be taken away by Cam Sherrard. Gives it up to Camden Williams. Left hand high off the glass, and Camden Williams with 6 points. And he'll be going to the line to shoot one. Nasir Johnson picks up the foul, his first, team second.
A lot of made baskets so far in the game. Very efficient on the E-Town end of things. Only 2 misses so far on that end of the floor.
Nasir Johnson checked into the ball. Marcus Sisney checks into the ball game for the Trojans. Sharps brings it up the court. Sherrard went for the steal. Sharps able to get inside, dish off to Josh Moore, and he gets his second bucket of the night. 12-6, 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter between Elizabethtown and North Hardin. Franklin, a little runner high up there, no good. Fields with the offensive rebound. Kaya Sherrard for three, top of the key. It bounces off. Cam Sherrard with the rebound to Franklin. He'll take a three from the corner. It's long. Knocked around. Sharps gets the rebound. Gets it to Trey Lane underneath the bucket. Pump fake, goes up, gets the 2 points. Lead cut down to 4. Got it to Fields down low. It's going to be a charge. Lowered that shoulder. Lays it into Trey Lane. His first, team's first. Get it inside. Johnson with it, puts it on the floor, kicks out to Sisney. Sisney's 18-footer, it's good. 4 different Trojans have now scored in this ball game. 12-10 is with the 3:40 mark of the first quarter. Camden Williams with it. A block on Trey Lane. That'll be his first, team's third. Jacob Moberly checks into the lineup for the Panthers. Kaya Sherrard to inbound it. Kaya Sherrard, top of the key, giving it right back to Moberly. Camden Williams gets to the bucket, and that's now 9 points for Camden Williams. Lane tried to get that into Josh Moore. Fields ducked underneath and gets the steal. Good pass from Camden Williams down low to Fields. Fields now with 4, and with that, Coach Mike Kofer going to take a 30-second timeout for the Trojans. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. 2:48 to go here in the opening quarter, and a quick 4-0 spurt by the Panthers stretches their lead back out to 6, and with that, Coach Kofer took the 30-second timeout. E-Town now will not press full court as they drop back, stay in man-to-man. Now they go to a zone. Jordan Lovett checked in at that timeout. Ball knocked away from him. Camden Williams comes out with it. Kaya Sherrard loses it. Nasir Johnson will take it the other way. Jaquias Franklin with the steal. Throws it back in. Kaya Sherrard tracks it down. Mobley at the free throw line, kicks out. Williams 3, top of the key. And doesn't get the roll. Fields had the rebound. We'll have a foul on that.
Well, after a hot shooting start for the Panthers, they've missed their last 5 3-point attempts. They'd made one early, but now a little bit cold, and again, shooting on the other end not real strong either at this point.
Matthew Pinkham comes into the lineup for the Panthers. High entry pass. And I'm going to say that was a bad call by the official. The ball was completely blocked out. The official closest to this play is Jalen Sharps is going to be the one who picks up that foul. Sharps had all ball. And that the official called out of the sound rather than actually seeing what happened. Williams knocks down the free throw. He'll have one more to come. That gets him into double digits. Noah Peeler checks in for E-Town. Sharps with it. He'll back it out. E-Town stays in the 2-3 zone. Lovett and Josh Moore inside the 3-point line. Entry pass there. Lovett will be fouled. Noah Peeler picks up that foul. His first, team second. Sisney to inbound the ball. Had Lovett wide open. Sharps drives in, forces up that shot. No good. Peeler with the rebound. Peeler on the block, back out. Peeler again gets it down low, blocked by Josh Moore. Lovett gets the rebound. Sharps are going to bring it up the court. Sisney goes inside. He'll be fouled and be going to the line. I believe that's going to be the second foul on Noah Peeler. And that'll be the team's third.
Noah Peeler, his second, team third.
Sisney will go to the line to shoot a pair.
The line for the Trojans. Number 4, Sisney.
Eric Moore and Max Campbell check in for the Trojans. And Miles Fields checks back in for Elizabethtown. Franklin backs it out. They're going to reset the offense. Franklin back to Pinkham. Pinkham tried to have a diagonal pass stolen away by Lovett. Quickly up to Sharps. Lovett somewhat trapped in the corner, able to get it to Sisney, now to Sharps. That'll go off Fields and stay with the Trojans. 22 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. 7-point lead for the Panthers. Ten seconds to go. Sisney gives it up to Sharps, looks at the clock. He's the last second, high off the glass, no good. And that'll bring our first quarter to a close with Elizabethtown on top, 18-11 over North Hardin. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at muggabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Coach Gray, what did you notice in the first half?
Well, one of the things I wanted to see, anytime you watch a game, you're kind of looking to see the top players from each team and how they'll perform. And Josh Moore off to a quick start, 4 points in the first quarter. Obviously, Franklin and Williams are the 2 stars for the Panthers, and Williams comes out with 10 first quarter points. And so those guys are making big impact, just as you'd expect them to do.
Quayshawn Davis back into the lineup for the Trojans. Pull up for Kaya Sherrard, no good. Max Campbell with the steal, quickly out to Sharps. Sharps in, no good. Eric Moore with the rebound and the putback. On the court now for the Panthers. It's going to be their starting 5. Kaya and Cam Sherrard, Miles Fields, Cam Williams, and Jakias Franklin. For the Trojans, it's going to be Davis, Sharps, Eric Moore, Campbell, and Lovett. This is one of the bigger lineups that the Trojans can put on the floor. Campbell and Lovett add some length as Fields misses that one. Davis comes out with it. And that'll be a carry. Lost control of the ball. Turnover back to the Panthers. Kai Sherrard brings it up the court. North back into more of a zone look. Camden Williams takes a 3 from the corner. It's good. And he stays hot now. 14 points on the night for the E-Town sophomore. Sharps gets all the way into the lane and gets the bucket. She's named into the scoring column. 6 different Trojans have now scored. Skip pass. Kaya Sherrard tracks it down. Good entry pass to Fields. Fields will be fouled, be going to the line. Foul will be on Lovett, hits first, team 6th. From this point on, the Panthers will be shooting the bonus.
At the line, shooting 2.
This will be Fields' first trip to the line.
In the game for the Trojans, number 24,
Nasir Johnson checks back in.
Places number 1, Jalen Sharp.
Both teams struggle from the line a little bit, shooting 56 and 59% from the line, and so we're seeing a lot of 1-for-2s and going to the line so far. There's 2 misses there.
Davis with the rebound for North. Lovett gets into the lane, passes off. Shot by Eric Moore, blocked by Fields. It'll stay on that end with the Trojans. Josh Moore will check back in for North Hardin.
Into the game for the Trojans, number 35, Josh Moore, who replaces number 40, Campbell.
Get it in to Davis. Lovett in the corner. Eric Moore pulls up for 3, rattles in and out. Lovett with the offensive rebound and the putback. And Lovett gets his name in the scoring column. Just a 4-point lead now for the Panthers. Pass down low to Kaya Sherrard, that blocked. Johnson comes out with it, gets it to Lovett. Lovett ahead for Josh Moore. So he was fouled on the floor. This might be on Cam Sherrard. It is. That'll be his first, team's 4th. Johnson to inbound it, gets it to Lovett. Up quickly off the glass and in.
4 quick ones for Lovett coming off the bench.
North Hardin changes to a 1-3-1 look. Hard to throw over top of Josh Moore out top. Try to get it down low, steal by Lovett. Lovett playing a really good game. Josh Moore misses the break. It looked like he wanted to go up for the dunk, and then he thought about it. Fields at the other end. That's going to be a charge on Fields. Good job by Lovett taking it.
Lovett's everywhere. Loose balls, steals, taking charges, offensive rebounds, making good passes. He's having a heck of a game.
Second foul for Miles Fields. 5th team foul for the Panthers.
Also in the game for Elizabethtown, number 3, Noah Peeler, and he replaces number 44, Miles Fields.
Peeler also back in for E-Town. Just a 2-point game. Davis puts it on the floor, reverses. Almost a steal by Franklin. Goes out, it'll stay with North. Lovett at the free throw line, puts it on the floor, one hand, left hand layup, one dribble. And we're all knotted at 21 apiece.
Lovett with 6 straight points now.
And Sherrard cross court to Franklin. And really not getting anything going. Coach Hare's calling for a timeout. Camden Williams gets into the lane. He misses that one. Johnson comes out with it, sends it ahead for Josh Moore. He'll be fouled and be going to the line. Foul will be on Jacob Moberly. His first, team 6. Now both teams, the last 3:49 of this quarter, will be in the 1-and-1 or in the bonus. Moore to the line to shoot 2. E-Town gets their first lead of the evening. Moore now with 5 points. Williams with the rebound. Franklin fadeaway 10-footer, it's good. Nasir Johnson, high arcing three on the way, no good. Franklin with the rebound. He's got numbers going the other way. Threw that one up. Noah Peeler got the rebound, had his shot blocked, and gets the offensive rebound and put back after that. With that, Coach Hare going to take a timeout. E-Town goes back on top by 3. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for rebroadcast of all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184. You can always search our past broadcast on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV. 3:15 to go here in the first half. 25-22, Elizabethtown on top. And so after the Trojans take a 1-point lead, it's 2 quick baskets by the Panthers, stretch their lead back out to 3. E-Town now going to be in a 1-3-1 look on the defensive end. Josh Moore wants him to throw it up. He wanted to go over top of Jacob Moberly. Eric Moore will take a 3. It rattles in and out. Nasir Johnson, an excellent offensive rebound and the dump off to Lovett. Lovett now with 8 points. And it's back to a 1-point ball game. Moberly steps inside, skip past to Franklin to the corner for Williams. 3, it's good. Camden Williams, his second. 17 of the 28 points scored by Camden Williams for Elizabethtown. Quayshawn Davis takes a 3, it's good.
3-point basket by Davis.
Back to a 1-point game. That goes through the hands of Williams, and it'll be a turnover to the Trojans. Lovett at the free throw line. Back out to Eric Moore. Able to make so much more happen once they get it inside the 3-point line. Lovett's done a good job tonight on both offensive and defensive end, but on the offensive end, his passing's been just as important as his scoring. Johnson comes inside, back out to Eric Moore. Davis will take a deep 3 again. It's good. His second 3-pointer. Now got 8 points. And the E-Town student section over there where he shot it from must have been saying something to him. And he said something back after the shot went in. Franklin loses. He tries to dribble through 2 Trojans. Johnson to the other end. And Franklin blocks that one out of bounds. It'll stay with North Hardin. 53.1 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, the Trojans are only a 20% 3-point shooting team, and they're 2 for 4 now with the 2 Davis 3-pointers.
That one's going to be partially blocked by Cam Sherrard, and I believe this is going to be on Josh Moore. It will be. That'll be his first, team 7th. I'll shoot 1 in the bonus. It will be Noah Peeler going to the line. This will be Peeler's first trip to the line tonight. No good. Moore with the rebound. Johnson looks to push. Good job by Cam Sherrard staying with it, pokes it free. Moberly comes back the other direction. Franklin in the corner. He'll be fouled by Eric Moore. That'll be Eric's first, team's 8th. And that'll put Franklin on the line to shoot one in the bonus. Sisney checks back in for North Hardin.
For Sisney, he replaces number 24, Johnson.
29.4 seconds to go.
Number 2, Jaquias Franklin.
Now he'll get the bonus free throw. That one long. Eric Moore comes out with it. Davis gets inside. Double clutch 15-footer gets him into double digits. 3-point lead for the Trojans. Franklin goes to the other end. A charge will be called on Jaquias Franklin. His first, team 7th. 13.8 seconds to go. Six seconds left. Looks like North Hardin's not aware of how much time's on the clock. Lovett puts it on the floor, does not get it up. And so that will be halftime as the Trojans on top, 32-29 over the Panthers. This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com, etownapartments.com. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank with 5 offices in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. We'll be back after this short timeout with first half stats and analysis and second half action.
We're here with one of our outstanding sponsors for our live sports coverage on Brandenburg Telecom's Channel 1. Joining me is Josh Hubbard. He's the president of West Point Bank, and West Point Bank has been one of our sponsors from the very beginning. So first off, I want to thank you for that.
You're welcome, and thank you for allowing us to be a sponsor.
Tell us, Josh, people may not realize what the history of West Point Bank is.
So our bank, West Point Bank, started actually in the early 1900s in West Point. The current owners of the bank now acquired that bank in the early 1980s, and it's been in the family of banks since the early 1980s and grown into what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I said, now you've got 5 locations.
We do.
So talk about those.
So obviously when the bank was started, it started just in West Point, and we still have our location there in West Point. We also have 4 other locations in Hardin County, in Radcliffe, Elizabethtown, Glendale, and Upton.
I mentioned it's like right down Dixie Highway.
It is. So from the north end of the county to the south end of the county, you should be able to get to us pretty easily.
How has the bank grown in terms of services and employees?
Okay, so when the bank was purchased, in the early 1980s, it was just a small community bank, and we still have that community feel. We have never strayed from that. Community-based bank focused on Hardin County and doing business with the citizens here locally. We actually now have over 40 employees. We have over, like I said, 5 branches now, and full service. You know, we can, checking accounts, deposit accounts, certificate of deposits, loans, for you name it, we can pretty much do it. Automobile loans, construction loans, real estate loans, farm loans, commercial strip centers, hotels, you name it, we will consider doing it. So.
Well, I mean, having having all of those different branches, really you can go anywhere.
You can,
locally.
you can, and you know, people have their certain teller that they like to deal with, or they have their certain loan officer that they like to deal with. But if you live in Upton but you work in Elizabethtown, you can stop by the Elizabethtown branch and make a deposit, cash a check, make a loan payment, do whatever you need to do at any of our 5 locations.
That's awesome. Now, does each bank in those locations have like a little identity? Because Upton's a little different than Glendale.
It's funny to look at, but yes, I mean, we're all selling the same product and the same service and so forth, but each branch does have its little niche, you know. So.
Did it start as a way also to help the military in regards to some of your customers?
We get that a lot with West Point up in New York. Are you military affiliated? The answer to that question is it doesn't have any military ties, but obviously we support the troops and the soldiers and their families on Fort Knox and surrounding counties and so forth. And absolutely, you know, we're eager to help anyone that we possibly can. So.
Now, if someone is trying to make a decision about what bank to choose, what would you tell them?
We're going to pride ourselves in customer service, treating each individual customer the way that they need to be treated, and treated number one. We do what we say we're going to do. We are a conservative bank. We make all of our decisions locally, and again, we treat people the way that they need to be treated and deserve to be treated. Again, customer service, just can't stress enough, doing what we say we're going to do, doing it in a timely manner, and taking care of our customers the way they need to be taken care of.
Well, and you also help out in the community. Talk about some of the community impact.
We do. We try to be involved in numerous events throughout Hardin County, and to name a few, and I know that I'll leave some of them out, but you know, the West Point River Days, the Spring Fest and Oktoberfest in Glendale. We just finished up with the Heartland Parade. You know, Hooray for Heroes, March of Dimes. We've been involved in a lot of those things. We're actively involved in the Chamber of Commerce and you know, Lincoln Trail Home Builders Association, and several members of the bank are in members of Rotary clubs and so forth. So just really try to stay true to our roots, be actively involved in the communities that we serve, because like I said, we live, work, go to church here in the community that we serve, and just want to be an active part of that.
Well, great. What does, by sponsoring our live sports coverage, what does that bring to you? You
know, obviously it's supporting the local schools and the local students, and you know, a lot of these students are going to grow up to be leaders in the community, and anything that we can do to help those students and to help this community, that's what we're all about.
Website that people can
Yes, westpointbank.com.
Oh, that makes it easy.
Just easy, westpointbank.com. We have you know, online banking you know, platform that you can look at. We have a mobile app that's available on a smartphone. You know, so yes.
You can get it all set up.
You can get it all set up. We've got it now to where you can virtually bank from home.
Oh,
you really can.
That is great. Now, do you have a phone number, a generalized phone number?
We don't. I mean, each individual branch has its own number, but the main line that can get you to anywhere is probably the 270-763-8282.
And most people now, they just access things on the web,
Correct.
And so they're looking for that website
Correct.
and everything.
Correct.
Do you have Facebook posts too?
We do. So follow us and like us on Facebook. You can find us under westpointbank.com.
Right.
Or I'm sorry, just West
Do you
Point
tweet
Bank.
too?
We don't tweet. We do not do that.
Well, that's okay. That's all right. Well, thank you again, Josh, for joining us today, and thanks again for being one of our sponsors of our live sports coverage. Without you and West Point Bank, it just wouldn't be the same.
Thank you, and we're proud to do that.
Thank you a lot.
Appreciate it.
Gymnasium, where our halftime score has the North Hardin Trojans on top, 32-29 over the Elizabethtown Panthers. Going down the stats from the first half. First for the Trojans, Jalen Sharps with 2. Quayshawn Davis leading all North Hardin scorers with 10. Marcus Sisney with 3. Trey Lane with 2. Eric Moore with 2. Jordan Lovett with 8. And Josh Moore with 5. For the Panthers, Jaquias Franklin with 6. Noah Peeler with 2. Camden Williams leading all scorers with 17. And Miles Fields with 4. And as you hear those stats, on the E-Town side, I don't think we're overly surprised that Williams can have 17. Franklin usually carries that load. But when you look at the North Hardin side, to have Quayshawn Davis and Jordan Lovett, 2 players that actually play in the JV game, leading the Trojans in scoring, kind of what do you equate that to, or how big is that for the rest of the team?
Well, I think it makes a big difference. You're not seeing that kind of production from the Panthers. Their stars, their top 2 scorers are kind of carrying the team. Fields has 4, Peeler has 2. The Sherrard brothers haven't put one in the basket yet tonight. They're just not getting production out of others. And so the North Hardin bench, the North Hardin other contributors making a big difference because they're putting it in the basket. And on the other side, the complementary players aren't getting those, making those points.
Start off with North Hardin with the basketball. Josh Moore going to put it on the floor. Misses that one. Franklin tips it out all the way to Williams at midcourt. His left-hand layup, it's good. And E-Town now going to go into full court man-to-man pressure. They get it into Sharps. Now Sisney with it. Quickly down to Josh Moore. Missed that one from underneath. Franklin gets the rebound. Eric Moore almost gets it back. Now Williams tipped into the air. Sharps with it, gives it back to Eric Moore. And now we'll have a foul on Franklin. That'll be his second, team's first.
Kind of a wild beginning of the second half. The ball just turned over back and forth and up and down. Teams need to kind of settle into some kind of rhythm here.
Yeah, I can't talk that quick. Nasir Johnson throws it into Davis. Davis puts it on foot, loses it in the lane. I believe Davis will pick up that foul. His second, team's first. And now North Hardin will pick up full court pressure as well. 2-2-1 press from the Trojans. Franklin gets it over. Triple team, good find as he finds Williams in the lane. Williams now with 21 points on the night as he scores the opening 4 points of the second half.
Both teams were more effective getting it to the basket.
Johnson is going to be fouled. He'll be going to the line, and that's going to be the third on Jaquias Franklin, team second. And I think part of that with the officials, as we've seen this year, is if you start to fall before the contact gets there, they automatically call a blocking foul. I thought that Franklin was there early enough to take the charge, but then started to fall before Johnson even got to him. And I don't know if that's a point of emphasis this time for the officials. It seems like every year they have a new rule that they're supposed to emphasize. Cam Sherrard in the lane, good pass down low to Fields. Fields gets his 6th point. E-Town starts with a 6-0 run here in the second half. Now they take a 3-point lead. Quick pass down low, and now it's Davis. Breaks the seal on the basket on this end of the court for the Trojans. Kaya Sherrard into the lane, pulls up 10-footer, it's good. His first bucket of the night. And Fields is going to pick up this foul. It'll be his 3rd foul. Their feet got tangled up. That'll be his 3rd, team's 3rd. Official says he tripped him. That's the call.
That's 3 on Franklin, 3 on Fields, and so 2 of their top producers are a little bit of foul trouble, and Franklin will go to the bench.
Moberly comes into the ball game. Noah Peeler will be another one. Now I see Alondre Murphy getting ready to check in for the Panthers. Not super deep for Coach Hare. Sharps muscles his way in. Good job by Josh Moore. As he got it, never brought the ball down. Able to get the bucket. Kaya Sherrard gets up. Williams, now Cam Sherrard at the top of the key. Got it into the middle, put it on the ground, ball knocked away. Josh Moore comes out with it for the Trojans, and he gets back-to-back buckets, gives him 9 and gives the Trojans a 1-point lead. Now the Trojans run back into a 1-3-1. Kaya Sherrard, 3 on the way, off the iron. Fields offensive rebound and gets the putback. Johnson breaks the press. He'll be fouled by Moberly. Johnson will be going to the line to shoot a pair. Second foul on Moberly, 14th foul on the Panthers. Johnson held scoreless in that first half. This will be his first trip to the line.
Well, they've missed their last 3 from the line here to start. And again, I was talking earlier about the free throw woes for both teams, and they're both struggling tonight from the free throw line a great deal.
Alondre Murphy checks in for Fields. Now Camden Williams will basically be the only down low presence of a jump ball. That'll go over to Elizabethtown. Murphy and Sharps got tied up. Trying to pass it through there. Quick hands by the Trojans. Tap it around, but unable to control it at the other end. Now we'll have a tie-up. And we'll go the other way as it'll be North Hardin basketball.
Jump ball, Trojan basketball.
Johnson will trigger this inbound. Into Sharps in the corner. Or have a push off as Sharps extends his arm. That is a point of emphasis this year. Is that offhand pushing off. His second foul, team second.
Sharp's really yet to get off. He's their second leading scorer, and just 2 points right now. No three-point attempts. He's been a three-point gunner for them in the past.
Williams tries to go baseline, got in the air, able to get it to Kaya Sherrard. A lot of ball. I think Moore's going to get called for more of what he got with the body.
Easy block shot, but again, a little too aggressive and did make the contact.
His second foul, team's third. And now Kaya Sherrard to the line to shoot 2. His first trip to the line tonight. One more free throw to come. Noah Peeler checks in for E-Town. Gerard knocks them both down. Get back out to a 3-point lead for the Panthers, 41-38. 3:50 to go here in the third quarter. Johnson takes it in, had it knocked away. But Davis gets the putback, gives him 14 points. Williams in the corner. Williams able to get into the lane, draws the contact. I'm going to say on the floor. I believe it's going to be on Eric Moore. Roby, that's his second, team's fourth. Cam Sherrard to send this one in. Cam Sherrard 3 from the corner, off the iron, knocked around. Johnson gets it for the Trojans. He's able to get inside the lane, gets it up there, no good. Moberly with the rebound. Now, I will say this, if you're going to call the push off on one end, you got to call it on the other end. And now they call a touch foul on Moore. He picks up his third, team's fifth, and that's a silly foul right there by him. You can be frustrated, but
Moberly definitely extended his arm before the foul on Moore, but no call there.
Yep. Williams sends out, I believe that's going to be on Williams. That'll be his first, team's fifth. Back over to the Trojans. Get it into Johnson. Johnson's had success getting to the bucket, but then not able to make the shots. He'll be fouled there. That'll be on Cam Sherrard. That'll be his second, team sixth. So for the rest of this 2:29 in the third quarter and all of the fourth quarter, North Hardin will be shooting the bonus. Johnson with the rebound off the Davis miss. He'll be fouled and going to the line to shoot two. Moberly picks up his third. So now you got Franklin with three, Jacob Moberly with three, and Miles Fields with three.
Well, both Coach Kofer and Coach Valentine giving Nasir Johnson some pointers on the free throw line. Makes the first. He had missed 4 previously.
Matthew Pinkham checks in for E-Town. That one long, 1 for 4 on the night by Johnson from the free throw line. Peeler has it on the block. Eric Moore, now he's got 3 fouls. His sixth, and E-Town will be in the bonus from this point on. All tied at 41 apiece, 2:15 to go in the third quarter.
I believe both the Moore brothers have 3, so a little bit of foul trouble for the Trojans now.
Kaya Sherrard 3 on the way, off the iron. Knocked around, Lovett with the rebound. Gets it to Sharps, quickly up for Davis. Lovett puts it on the deck. Too strong. Kaya Sherrard with the rebound. Cam Sherrard 3 left side off the iron. Johnson with the rebound. Quayshawn Davis for 3, no good. Peeler with the rebound.
That was about 28 feet. He was way out there.
Cam Sherrard into the lane, no good. Got his own rebound, puts it back up, no good. Noah Peeler.
Cam still can't buy a bucket right now. Struggling to get the ball in the basket.
Lovett picks up. I have him just with 2. 7th team foul. Peeler to shoot 2. 0 for 1 in that first half. Max Campbell checks in for North Hardin. Alondre Murphy checks in for Elizabethtown. And now Marcus Sisney will check in also for North Hardin.
Sisney, he replaces number 1, Jacob Sharps. Into the game for the Panthers, number 1, Alondre Murphy. He replaces number 20, Jacob Mobley.
Eric Moore with the rebound. Davis will bring this one up. Sisney puts it on the floor, gets to the bucket, a little too strong. Campbell able to finally come down with it. It'll be tied up. And they'll go over to Elizabethtown. Looked like Sisney was going to try to inbound the ball. Williams into the lane, 1 minute to go, and doesn't get the roll. He'll be going to the line to shoot 2.
Fouls number 40. Maxton Campbell, his first, team 8. At the line for the Panthers, number 23, Camden Williams.
Williams 3 for 3 from the line tonight. And the announcer's curse causes him to miss that. 3 for 4. Knocks down the second one. Gives Williams 22 points on the evening. E-Town with a 1-point lead. There's going to be a steal by Cam Sherrard. Misses that layup. Davis comes out with it, looking to push the other way. Sisney outside to Johnson. 3 on the way. Off the iron. And it's Cam Sherrard with the rebound. Quickly ahead for Murphy. We've got Peeler underneath. They get it to him. Matthew Pinkham with the assist. Peeler gets his 4th point, 20 seconds to go in the quarter. And Murphy pokes it free. It stepped out of bounds. Had the steal, but he steps out of bounds. So we'll go back over to North Hardin.
It's a lazy inbound pass. It looked like they thought they had that, just good hustle there to knock the ball away.
.13 to go. I don't know if North Hardin knows how much time's left. 8 seconds. Johnson gets inside. He'll be going to the line to shoot one of the bonus. Cam Sherrard picks up that. Now he's got 3 fouls.
His 3rd, team
8th team foul for Elizabethtown. 4 Panthers with 3 fouls. Knocks that one down. Now he'll get the bonus free throw. Gets that one to roll in. 3 points now. 6.6 seconds. Cam Sherrard gets it to the corner to Camden Williams. 3 on the way. It's good. His 3rd 3-pointer of the night. And that'll bring our 3rd quarter to a close. E-Town comes back from a 3-point deficit at halftime to take a 4-point lead after the 3rd quarter. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates. More personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of Premax Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works, online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900, online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple, online at westpointbank.com. Coach, talk a little bit about this. Elizabethtown is undersized every game they go into, yet we see them get a lot of rebounds, especially Cam and Kaya Sherrard, 2 of the shorter players for Elizabethtown. And kind of just talk about players that probably overachieve somewhat.
Well, you know, a lot of quickness and strength in rebounding and anticipation, and the guys who get to the ball, a lot of it's effort, seeing where the ball's going, understanding the game of basketball. You can make a big difference rebounding, even if you're a guard, just by anticipation, by understanding the game. And we've seen a lot of those kind of rebounders here in our region and in our district here. Smaller guys who really contribute on the glass. So they're doing a good job of contributing that way. Even though the shot's not falling, they're getting on the glass.
Block, and that'll be on Fields. That's going to be his 4th, team's 9th. And that'll send Johnson to the line to shoot 2.
I've been watching Coach Kofer has been after these officials quite a bit, and now Coach Hare having his turn at him.
So it'll be a 1-and-1. So he was on the floor when the foul occurred.
Do you understand that one? I'm not sure I do.
I think he said he was trying to pass the ball. Doesn't matter. He made the first. Now he'll get the second. That's the motion that he made to Coach Kofer, as he was trying to pass the ball. After going 3 for 6 in the last quarter, he knocks those 2 down with a lot of confidence. Peeler checks into the lineup for the Panthers, as Fields will take a seat with those 4 fouls. 2-point game, 47-45, E-Town on top.
Got a great game. Both teams, 2 losses in the district already, both fighting for their district lives right here. Big matchup, and boy, we got a great game going.
On the court for the Panthers, Sherrard brothers, Kaya and Cam. Kias Franklin, Noah Peeler, and Camden Williams. The court for the Trojans, as Nasir Johnson gets that steal and did not use the backboard. That's going to be a carry. He's fortunate. They're fortunate to get it back. The ball hung up on Kaya Sherrard's hip as he was trying to make a move.
That's the second missed dunk by the Trojans. Josh Moore earlier. That's 4 easy points on wide open layups that they've thrown away trying to dunk the ball. If you're going to do it, fantastic, but those missed dunks are just throwing points away.
Jalen Sharps, Quayshawn Davis, Eric Moore, Josh Moore, and Jordan Lovett on the court for the Trojans now. And Sharps takes a 3, and he's fouled and makes it. He'll be going to the line to shoot 1. Foul will be on Peeler. He picks up his 3rd. It's the 10th foul. And Trojans in the double bonus now.
We've seen Sharps as a 3-point gunner, and he hasn't had an attempt until that one right there. Big shot.
Rattles that one out. Franklin with the rebound. Cam Sherrard dribbling through the traffic. Williams going to send it across. I believe he got it to Coach David Hedgepeth in the front row. Turnover back to the Trojans. With Johnson on the bench, Sharps will move to the point guard position. I think Coach Kofer figured out it didn't look like anybody was really in charge, and he's going to take a 30-second timeout. This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Reminder, we'll be back on the air later this week on Thursday night, as it'll be girls basketball action, as the Elizabethtown Panthers will travel to take on the Central Hardin Bruins Tip time is scheduled for 7:30. Looking at our schedule for next week, we will have 2 games, both boys action, as next Tuesday night, it'll be Elizabethtown traveling to John Hardin, and then next Friday night, it'll be John Hardin traveling to North Hardin. We come back to action. It'll be North Hardin basketball, 7:01 to go in the ball game. North Hardin up 48-47 over the Panthers. Sharps almost double dribbled the ball. Gets it to Eric Moore. Lovett down low. Strong to the bucket. Lovett now with 10 points. 1-3-1. Josh Moore gets the steal that time. Up to Eric Moore. His shot will be blocked out. It'll stay with the Trojans. Fields checks back in with those 4 fouls.
Bobby, I love watching Jordan Lovett play. He's the most gangly, awkward-looking thing, but he is so explosive, running and jumping up and down the floor. It's just fun to watch.
It's not pretty, but it is effective.
It is a funny-looking thing, but it is explosive and fun to watch.
Just a sophomore. And North Hardin going to take a timeout. I believe all they have are full timeouts left. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. And Coach, as we come back here, it's a 3-point lead now for the Trojans. What do they need to do down the stretch?
I mean, they need to protect the ball and keep pushing it into the basket. I know Jalen Sharps made a big three-pointer just a little bit ago. They've been effective because they haven't settled for those shots. They've been getting points going to the basket. Both teams have not been great this year from the three-point line, and so pushing the ball to the basket, good safe passes, crisp passes, that's what the Trojans have to do to be effective here, and they can't settle. They've got to keep pushing it to the rim.
We talk about Lovett. He comes into the game averaging 2.4 points per ball game. He had 8 points in the second quarter alone. North Hardin able to get the ball into Davis. Almost traveled on that one. Now Sharps with it. Davis puts it on the floor. He gets to the bucket. It's good. Davis now with 16, and that's a 5-point lead, the largest lead of the night for the Trojans. 1-3-1. Lovett stuck his hand and poked it free. Jaquias Franklin comes down with it, avoids any contact in the lane, and gets his 8th point of the ball game. Cam Sherrard with the steal. Again, very aggressive on the defensive end. Ball knocked around. Fields had it. Goes to the floor. Sharps has it. And then it's a jump ball. And it'll go to the Panthers. Cam McNeil checks into the lineup for E-Town. And Monsieur Johnson back in for the Trojans.
I love the hustle, almost desperation of these two teams going for the ball. They need a win, and they are scrapping for it. That's a lot of fun to watch.
North Hardin 2-2 in district play, while the Panthers 1-2 in 17th district play. Camden Williams, 3, high arcing over Lovett. Ball knocked around. Davis comes out with it. Gets all the way to the bucket on the other end.
Explosive move.
I don't know if he plays football, but I know a coach that wants him to. Williams gets it down low to Fields. Fields gets the bucket, and he gets into double digits. Sharps brings it up the court. Get it to Josh Moore. And Fields really couldn't do anything as he had the 4 fouls, backs off of Josh Moore. Now I'm going to tell you this, Josh Moore could have got teed up. They do not like you taunting the other opponent after he knocked Fields to the ground, looked at him after he made the bucket. With that, a full timeout is called.
I see the coaches getting after him a little bit too late in the game like this, and with a lead, you don't want to give anything away that's cheap or easy.
Both of these teams in action later this week for the Trojans. They're going to take on Lexington Christian on Saturday, but that will be at Central Hardin High School. And then for Elizabethtown on Friday night, they will travel to Brandenburg and they will take on the Meade County Green Wave. Again, we'll be back on the air Thursday night in girls action as the Panthers of Elizabethtown will travel to Cecilia to take on the Central Hardin Bruins. 56-51 our score here. North Hardin on top of Elizabethtown. And some surprise names. Quayshawn Davis, we've called his name a couple of times this year, but never expecting an 18-point outburst, along with Jordan Lovett, who's now into double digits for Coach Kofer and the Trojans. Davis came in averaging 7 points,
yeah.
Tripled that just about. 4:50 to go in the ball game. Franklin will walk it up the court. Matthew Pinkham checked in at that timeout for the Panthers. Skip pass for Franklin, almost takes him out of bounds. 2-3 zone by the Trojans. Franklin 3 off the iron. Ball tipped around. Josh Moore gets the rebound, but gives it up as Williams will be fouled. He'll be going to the line to shoot 2. I believe this one's going to be on Sharps. It will be on Sharps. That'll be his Williams, 4 of 5 tonight from the line. With that free throw, he's now scored in every quarter of the ball game tonight. To give him 27 points on the evening. E-Town will take a 30-second timeout. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable, unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. And as this game has progressed on, what do you think the teams are going to do going down the stretch here?
Well, again, I'm sure the coaches are trying to just keep them under control, playing with control, again, taking care of the basketball. But I'm really starting to see the foul trouble on the Elizabethtown side starting to kind of rear its head. They're going to have to keep those guys on the floor. Fields and Franklin. Franklin's got to get off here late in the game. He has really struggled to make shots here and even get shots.
They get it into Lovett. He's going to give it up for Davis. Knocked from behind to Kaya Sherrard, but right to Jalen Sharps. Sharps misses inside. Franklin will come out with it. Good pass. Kaya Sherrard down low to Camden Williams. Johnson going to take it in. Misses that one. Noah Peeler going to come out with it. Coach Kofer expecting a foul on Johnson. To the other end, Franklin high off the glass, no good. Ball bounces around. Davis gets it for the Trojans. It's going to be on Matthew Pinkham. That'll be his first. Going to be a double bonus on the other end as Davis will be going to the line to shoot 2.
Again, Franklin just can't buy a bucket at this point in time. And if, North Hardin with a 3-on-1 break on the last one, a simple pass would have led to a layup.
Davis with 18 points, his first trip to the line tonight. And Fields will check back into the ball game for the Panthers. Knocks down the second. North back to the 1-3-1. Franklin gets inside but loses it. Josh Moore comes out with it. It'll be a foul. And I would say Josh Moore probably got bailed out there, as Pinkham will pick up his second. But that's a situation where Moore's got to understand, if he just holds up and gets it to somebody instead of trying to force the action.
That's what I was talking about earlier, just being under control and taking care of the ball. Both teams out of control with the ball in their last 2 possessions.
One for 3 on the night from the line is Josh Moore. Misses both, but Quayshawn Davis in there. He gets the putback. 21 points now for the freshman. Back out to a 4-point lead for the Trojans. Williams on the floor, jump stop in the lane, blocked by Lovett. I disagree with that call. And there might have been a body foul somewhere else, but it wasn't Jordan Lovett. That's the 4th foul now on Lovett.
Again, that was one of those long, athletic plays.
Jacob Moberly and Noah Peeler back into the lineup for E-Town. Eric Moore back in for North Hardin. Throwing it ahead is Eric Moore to Josh Moore. He steps out of bounds.
Again, just out of control play on both ends. Guys just not taking care of the ball. It's teams that are just struggling to find wins, and they're just giving them away here by not taking care of the basketball. That's the key, and guys are out of control on both ends of the court.
1-3-1 again by the Trojans. And that one goes away from Moberly. And again, I think that pass is high, obviously. I think that has as much to do with Josh Moore at 6'5" with long arms, forcing a high pass from Franklin. Eric Moore to inbound the ball for the Trojans. Nasir Johnson guarded by Kaya Sherrard. Davis guarded by Franklin. Now just trying to run some clock off are the Trojans. Johnson able to get inside. Fields, lucky didn't pick up his 5th foul.
Oh, wow.
Eric Moore misses. Josh Moore with the strong
Eric Moore on the first attempt, he's just trying to avoid stepping on Fields and wasn't looking at the basket. That was why the easy miss.
Back to the 1-3-1. Williams in the corner with it. Skip pass to Franklin. Gets inside the lane. That's going to be a block on Moore.
Absolutely.
No shot.
He was sliding underneath that play. That was a good call.
That'll be his 4th. And that will send, I believe, Franklin to the line to shoot 2. Franklin just 2 free throw attempts tonight, 1 for 2 on the night. 2:11 to go in the ball game. Misses that one, 1 to come. Bounces out, misses both of them. Davis with the rebound. And Sharps brings it up the court to Johnson in the corner. And a timeout is called. I think
there's confusion.
I think Davis called the timeout. I really believe that Davis called, because he came over and said to Coach Kofor, "My bad, I called it." But
so what are they doing? They're not going to make him take it?
No, they're not going to make him take it. It's just going to be
that's
the ball
silly.
is thrown in.
Wow. Doesn't make any sense.
Sharps will take it back out near midcourt.
Picking up his dribble for no reason there, and that's an easy one.
Kaya Sherrard with the steal. Misses it, but it's
Basket by Franklin.
Jaquias Franklin gets his 10th point. Coach Hare now will take a timeout with 1:48 to go. Just a 3-point lead, and not that it was a preview, but the JV game tonight came down. Elizabethtown hits a 3 with under 10 seconds to go, and they go to overtime. North Hardin ultimately pulls it out with a 1-point victory. So it's been close games tonight. Again, a reminder, back on the air Thursday night, girls action as E-Town will travel to Central Hardin. Tip time scheduled for 7:30. As we've got, again, a minute 48 to go here. It'll be North Hardin basketball. This will allow E-Town to set up their full court pressure. Cam McNeil checks back into the ball game. Foul trouble for both teams. Jaquias Franklin, Noah Peeler, Cam Sherrard, Jacob Moberly, all with 3 for the Panthers. Miles Fields with 4 for North Hardin. Eric Moore has 4. Jordan Lovett has 4. Now they're going to send it out for Josh Moore. And he picks up the foul. He'll be going to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Noah Peeler. That's his 4th.
I think I just had a flashback. We had a fly pattern up the sideline there. There was no chance Peeler was going to stop him from getting that pass.
Short on that one. Lovett checks back in for the Trojans, and it'll be Moberly and Fields back in for the Panthers. Moore 1 for 5 from the night, still has one more free throw to come. That one to roll in. 14 points for the Trojan forward. Franklin tried to get it inside to Moberly. Josh Moore read it. Ball will be tied up. And it'll go over to the Trojans. 1:34 to go.
Jump ball. Trojan basket.
Full out dive to go get the ball. Those guys really getting after it. That was awesome to see.
Peeler and McNeil back in. They take Fields and Moberly's spot. Coach Kofor just made the timeout.
He did. I don't understand what's going on.
I think he was telling Johnson if he had to wait too long to call a timeout. And Davis gets the ball, jumps in the air, didn't know where he was going. They lose it. Franklin gets his way inside. They're going to say no shot. He was on the floor. He'll be going to the line to shoot 2. The foul will be on Davis.
Well, you're right. Davis went up in the air, and he had actually, I think, Nasir Johnson open to his right and turned and just threw it to no one.
Franklin, after missing 3, knocks that one down. Here, there's one more. That one long. Eric Moore with the rebound. That'll be a travel. Miles Fields back into the lineup for E-Town. 3-point ball game, 1:24 to go. Jacob Moberly back in as well. Moberly will inbound the ball for the Panthers. Get it into Fields, to Williams.
Basket by Williams.
Williams now with 32 points on the night. Lovett gives it to Eric Moore. Moore gets into the lane. That'll be a foul on Fields, and that'll be 5. And I think Coach Kofor getting on to Johnson, I think that's because he's got to go get the basketball. As far as ball handlers for the Trojans are concerned, he's probably their best on the floor right now, and he's got to be able to get the ball and get it up the court. Fields just foul out. He finishes the night with 10 points. Eric Moore now to the line. Moore, his first trip to the line tonight. Long. Five of 11 from the line are the Trojans in this quarter. Coach Hare will take a timeout. 58.9 seconds to go. And I made the mistake of at halftime saying the first half went by quickly. The second half is slowed down. 2-point ball game. North Hardin on top, 63-61. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Again, going down the foul trouble for both teams. First for the Trojans, Quayshawn Davis with 3 fouls. Eric Moore with 4, Jordan Lovett with 4, and Josh Moore with 3 for the Panthers. Jaquias Franklin has 3, Noah Peeler with 4, Cam Sherrard with 3, Jacob Moberly with 3, and Miles Fields has fouled out. It'll be Elizabethtown basketball. It's going to be a 2-3 zone for the Trojans. They've had a lot more success now as Franklin gets it to Moberly, gets into the lane. When they got into the lane, they've had more success. Johnson takes that one away, does a good job, misses the shot, knocked around. Peeler comes up with it. I think Peeler was out of bounds and hadn't reestablished himself. And there'll be a block on the other end. I believe it's on Josh Moore, and that'll be his 4th. That'll put Franklin at the line to shoot 2. Coach Gopher has a point. He's saying, why wasn't it a foul on the other end? His player was taken to the ground the exact same way.
I mean, a ton of contact on the other end on the loose ball as well as the shot.
Franklin knocks them both down. We're all tied at 33 apiece. Cam McNeil back into the lineup for the Trojans. I kind of expect the Panthers to foul. I would suspect that Cam McNeil came in, is going to foul because the Trojans haven't been very good shooting free throws. Lovett gets it up to Eric Moore. Moore fouled by Cam McNeil. And Moore will be going to the line to shoot 2.
Well, it's become a free throw shooting contest, and E-Town's winning that contest. They were down 5 about 3 minutes ago. And again, North Hardin just not good at the line. E-Town not very good at the line either, but certainly making them down the stretch here. It's the difference right now.
E-Town 6 of 10, North Hardin 5 of 11, 6 of 12. Moberly back into the lineup for E-Town. 31.6 seconds to go. Rattles out. Williams with the rebound. Franklin got in the air and didn't know where he was going to throw it. They're saying that Johnson had tipped it. And Jalen Sharps will now check in. I think it's a good move by Coach Kofor. Get Sharps in there, a little bit better shooter from the free throw line. I don't necessarily agree with Sharps inbounding the ball. I'd have Josh Moore now. He checks out. Is Cisney going to come in? So Coach Kofor putting ball handlers into the ball game. 24.2 seconds to go. And now Coach Kofor will take a full timeout. A lot going on. And you talked about it earlier, the district. Again, North Hardin 2-2 in district play. E-Town 1-2 in district play. And what you're trying to do is not get into the 4-5 game. I believe that Fort Knox is going to be solid at 5. They've 0-4 in district play this year. John Hardin right now seems to be the class of the district. They'll have a game with Central Hardin coming up, which if Central Hardin were to win out the rest of their games, that game against John Hardin will determine the number 1 and number 2 seeds. But you don't want to get into that 4-5. You have to, it'll be a Monday and then Tuesday. You'll play back-to-back games. And
you'd have John Hardin.
Yes, and you'd have John Hardin. The 2-3 matchup actually is not going to be played until Wednesday night of district week. They're going to do a doubleheader 4-5, boys and girls on Monday, then the 1-4-5 matchup, boys Tuesday, Wednesday the 2-3, and then they'll do girls doubleheaders. They get it up to Quayshawn Davis. He misses it, gets his own rebound. Ball knocked around. Sharps had it. The officials are going to say it goes off Sharps and over to the Panthers.
It looked like Sharps got run over to have the ball knocked out of bounds.
Again, it's hard to imagine all of that contact and there's no foul. Yet we've had touch fouls called 40 feet from the basket all night long. 17.3 seconds. North Hardin up by 1. Franklin going to bring it up the court. North Hardin in a 1-3-1. Josh Moore will be at the top of the zone. Kasherard back to Franklin. Kasherard in the lane, gets it to Williams. Williams up off the glass, and it's good. Williams, player of the game, no doubt. Eric Moore with a 3 all the way down, no good. And it's E-Town with the victory, 65-64 over the North Hardin Trojans. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. And Coach, just kind of go back through what happened on that last play for the Panthers and how they're able to pull out this 1-point victory.
Well, they got into the teeth of the zone is what they did. There were a couple of time-consuming lollipop passes because they're having to throw over Josh Moore at the point there, that 1-3-1 zone. But as soon as they were able to get in, penetrate into the zone, into the teeth of the zone, they made a great diagonal pass there, got the ball into Camden Williams. And, he's just strong and had a great night. I believe that was his 34th point of the night. It was just Camden Williams' night. And he absolutely, it was a foregone conclusion once they got him the ball on the box.
He does a good job, again, going down the scoring for both teams. First start with the Trojans. Jalen Sharps had 5. It'll be Quayshawn Davis leading all Trojans with 21. Marcus Cisney with 3. Trey Lane with 2. Eric Moore with 4. Nasir Johnson with 5. Jordan Lovett had 10. And Josh Moore with 14. For Elizabethtown, Jaquias Franklin with 13. Noah Peeler with 4. Kaya Sherrard with 4, Miles Fields with 10, and Camden Williams with 34 points on the night. This seemed like he couldn't miss. He was 8 for 10 from the free throw line. He had 3 threes in the ball game and countless rebounds and buckets underneath there. Again, a reminder, we'll be back on the air Thursday night as it'll be girls basketball action as the Elizabethtown Panthers travel to take on the Central Hardin Bruins. Tip time there is going to be 7:30. For all of our workers here at HCEC-TV, for Dale Mings in the truck, for Coach Paul Gray, I am Bobby Thompson saying so long and good night.